Good day, sir. Today we will discuss to you about ADR or what we call as alternative dispute resolution. So let's define first what is an alternative dispute resolution. It is a set of process used to resolve dispute outside of traditional court legislation, offering parties more flexible, confidentiality, and often faster outcomes than formal legal proceedings. Meaning, instead of going to court, they will solve the problems of both parties in informal way, like somewhat in barangay or in municipality with some legal um, some legal parties are involved. So instead of going to court, they will use alternative dispute resolution to solve their problem, especially minor problems only that doesn't involve any crime and can be solved through the process of communication only. So there are three types of alternative dispute resolution, namely the negotiation, mediation, and arbitration. So the first type of alternative dispute resolution is negotiation. It's the most basic form of ADR where the parties directly communicate to resolve their differences. This process is voluntarily flexible and allows the parties to control both the process and the outcome. It's often the first step in resolving disputes and can take place informally and with the help of legal representatives. So, meaning in the first type of alternative dispute resolution allows the what we call as both parties, the other party and the other party will um, say what they need to say, and there will be a legal what we call legal representative that is involved to that certain process to solve. Like the first party will say what is needed or what they needed to say, and the other will say also. Then they will balance it and make a resolution without the need of legal proceedings or without going to court. So it can be solved through the process of communication only. Next type is about the mediation.
Good day, sir. So I'm the next to report. Mediation involve a neutral and impartial third party. The mediator who decide who facilitates communication between disputing parties to help them each a mutually agreement solution. The mediator does not decide the outcome but assists in clarifying issues, identifying interest, or exploring options. So, mediation is a process in alternative dispute resolution or EDR, where a neutral and impartial third party called the mediator help both sides of a conflict communication and understanding each other viewpoints. The mediator does not decide who is right or wrong. Instead, the mediator helps the parties explore possible solutions and reach mutually acceptance agreement. The agreement reached is voluntary and non-binding, meaning no one is forced to accept it unless both sides agreement. So, example of mediator. Two neighbors argued because one thinks the other fence is built on their property. Instead of going to court, they met with a mediator to the mediator helped them discuss calmly. They later agreed to hire a surveyor to verify the property line and decide who will pay for repairs. Both sign agreement both side a written agreement because they voluntarily accept the outcome. So next is arbitration. Is a process where a neutral third party, the arbitrators, listen to both sides, reviews evidence, and then make a binding decision to resolve the dispute. Unlike the mediation, arbitration results in a final decision that is enforceable, similar to court judgment, but the process is usually faster and more. So, arbitration involve a neutral third person called a arbitrator who listen to both parties' reviews, evidence, and give a decision called a reward, which is usually binding, similar to a court judgment. Unlike mediation is a in a arbitration, the arbitrator decide the outcome. It is usually faster and more confidential than the going to court. So example, a customer claim a cell phone company charged hidden fees. Instead of filing a lawsuit, the contract states that disputes must go to arbitration. The arbitrator listens to both sides and reward and reviews receipts and call logs. After evaluating evidence, the arbitrator orders the company to refund 3,000 pesos to the customer. Both sides must follow the decision. So next is neutral third party. It is an individual or professional who does not connected to either side of the dispute and is tasked with assistant in the resolution process. This person can act as a mediator, arbitrator of both depending on the chosen EDR methods. Their role is to ensure fairness, facilitates communication. So, neutral third party. A third party is someone who has no personal interest in the dispute. This person is unbiased and is only there to help resolve conflict. They may act as mediator, arbitrator, or both depending on the EDR method. This role is to ensure the fairness, to help communication, and guide the disputing party toward a resolution. So example, a barangay kapitan o ang barangay captain mediating a dispute between two families over noise complaint is acting as a neutral third party as long as they do not favor anyone.
Good day, sir. I'm the last reporter. My name is Eduard Bucario. In summary, alternative dispute resolution (EDR) includes method like negotiation, mediation, and arbitration, which help resolve conflicts outside of court. EDR is faster, more flexible, and confidential, making it uh, popular, yeah, popular choice for party seeking explanation. Alternative dispute resolution (EDR) refers to method like negotiation, mediation, and arbitration that helps solve conflict without going to court. It is faster, less expensive, confidential, more flexible, help preserve relationship. EDR avoids lengthy court cases and focuses on solution and communication. For example, a business dispute between two companies is settled through mediation in one meeting instead of going to trial for months of year. Um, Number two, the process involves a neutral third party such as mediator or arbitrator who facilitates or decide the resolution. Overall, EDR promotes amicable, cost-effective, and timely solution while preserving relationship and reducing court burdens. Example, short EDR helps people solve problem outside the courtroom. Mediation helps parties talk and find a voluntary agreement. Arbitration give a final decision similar to a judge ruling. Both or guided by a neutral third party to ensure fairness over ADR, save time, money, and relationship. Thank you, sir. This is the last topic. Good day.